Today is the 17th day of the first month in the 10th year of Channel Group, February 17, 2022. To begin our day, let's offer our respect and gratitude to our Heavenly Parent and true parents of heaven, earth, and all humankind. 천진 천부모님께 경배 따로. Let us recite 가정맹세.
가정맹세 1. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본향 땅을 찾아 본연의 창조 이상인 지상 천국과 천상 천국을 창건할 것을 맹세하나이다. 2. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님을 모시어 천주의 대표적 가정이 되며 중심적 가정이 되어 가정에서는 효자, 국가에서는 충신, 세계에서는 성인, 천주에서는 성자의 가정의 도리를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 3. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 4대 심정권과 3대 왕권과 황족권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 4. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님의 창조 이상인 천주 대가족을 형성하여 자유와 평화와 통일과 행복의 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 5. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 매일 주체적 천상세계와 대상적 지상세계의 통일을 향해 전진적 발전을 촉진화할 것을 맹세하나이다. 6. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님의 대신 가정으로서 천운을 움직이는 가정이 되어 하늘의 축복을 주변에 연결시키는 가정을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 7. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본연의 혈통과 연결된 위하는 생활을 통하여 심정 문화 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 8. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 천일국 시대를 맞이하여 절대신앙, 절대사랑, 절대복종으로 신인의 일체 이상을 이루어 지상천국과 천상천국의 해방권과 석방권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
To lead us with the opening prayer, may I call on our Sister Liberty Cornetis. Okay, so please join me in prayer. 사랑하시는 하늘 부모님, 승리하신 천지인 부모님, today is February 17. Thank you so much for this wonderful morning that you have given us. We pray that as we start our day, we could receive and learn more, more heaven parents' words and true parents' words to really do our best for this entire day and for the next days to come. And we pray that we could open our hearts and mind to really internalize your words and we could apply it to our daily life. Thank you so much once again, loving heaven prayer, for all the blessings and graces that you are giving to us in every day. This I would like to report and pray to you in my name, Huma Suzuki, a second member of the Blessed Central Family Aju. So let us offer our unison prayer. Aju, Aju, Aju. So now let's have our morning greetings. Good morning to our beloved Heavenly Parents. Good morning to our leaders, elders, and brothers and sisters. So next for our reading, may I request our sister Kate Villaferte to lead our Honda K reading.
Good morning, Heavenly Parents and True Parents. Good morning, leaders, elders, brothers, and sisters. Our reading for today is from Mother of Peace, a memoir by Hak Jahan Moon. Chapter 9, God's Kingdom in Our Midst. Continuation. What comes first, life or love? When asked this question, most people answer that life comes first. After all, they say, only when there is life can there be love. In my view, it is love that comes first. Thinking externally, we define our birth as our starting point. But love came before our birth. Our body and mind came from our parents. If not for the love of our father and mother, we would not be in this world. We should never give up love, even if it means having to give up our life. We were born through love, so we should walk the path of love and we should die for love. I am talking about eternal and unconditional love. True love, not temporary, conditional love. To find true happiness, we need to practice true love. True love means living for the sake of others, serving others, not being served. True love means to forgive endlessly. Jesus told us to forgive 70 times 7 times. Even when he was nailed to the cross, and soldiers were piercing his body with spears, Jesus entreated God, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." My husband once saved the life of a Japanese prison guard who had severely tortured him. The torture took place at a police station in Gyeonggi province of Korea during the Japanese colonial rule. When Korea was liberated in 1945, this policeman could not find a way to return to Japan. He went into hiding, but some Koreans found him and were intent on killing him. The policeman, Kumadahara, was only hours away from death when my husband heard of the plot. He took it upon himself to free Mr. Hara and get him on a small boat heading out of the country in the middle of the night. The capacity to forgive your enemy and save his or her life does not appear overnight. It requires that we eliminate the resentment and anger in our hearts and see the countenance of God in the face of our enemy. Father Moon could do so because he did not think of Mr. Hara as his enemy. Even while being tortured, he prayed for him and forgave him. This is only possible when you lead a selfless life. Evil is acting for selfish gain, whereas goodness is to serve others and let go of the memory of having done so. When we give and forget, true love flourishes. We do not run out of love by giving it away. Quite the opposite. True love is a spring that flows in ever greater abundance. When walking the path of love, even when you give something precious, you feel that you did not give enough. Living with true love does not make one prideful. If anything, one feels sorry for not being able to give something even better. True love moves on a circular path. Where it starts or ends, no one knows. Love within limits is not true love. True love is always new, yet is unchanging. Circumstances and environments change, but true love remains. It does not grow old or stale. It is ever fresh in spring, in summer, in autumn, and winter. In your youth, your adulthood, and your old age. True love is the power that unites a man and a woman eternally. When you love each other completely, your beloved lives within you and you live within your beloved. True love is the only thing people really are seeking. It transforms every sadness and pain into joy. The fallen world programs us to think that when we give something away, it's gone. In true love, however, the more we give, the more we receive. When our mindset changes from wishing to receive love to wishing to give love, the world of peace will be at hand, becoming the light of the world through a filial heart for heaven. From time to time, I ascend Mount Balwang in Pyeongchang, Gangwon-do. At the foot of that nearly 1,500-meter mountain is the well-known Yongpyong Resort, a property that our members have developed. It is one of the locations where the popular Korean drama Winter Sonata was filmed. At the top of that mountain is a rare tree. I named it the mother and child tree. It is actually two trees of different species that have grown together and become one. A Chinese crabapple tree that is hundreds of years old is the mother, and the rowan tree that has grown up within it is the child. This mother and child tree has flourished like that. They depend on each other and thrive together. Perhaps when the crabapple tree became old and hollow, a bird dropped a rowan tree seed inside it, and a new tree grew there. The crabapple tree embraced and nurtured the rowan tree as if it were its child. Over time, the rowan tree's roots grew deep until it could support the crabapple tree as if was taking care of its mother. In the same space, the two trees each blossom and bear fruit. They are only trees, but they are an example of filial piety. They exhibit what I call yojong, the beautiful love, care, and deep heart of parent and child. Most Koreans, when they first encountered the term yojong, tilt their head in puzzlement. It might seem like a familiar concept, but it is not easy to define. They wonder, does it refer to a feeling in one's heart or does it refer to actual practice? The Korean word yo also means to be effective, so some even think that is the meaning. Aju.
Thank you so much, Sister Kate, for the reading. And let's give a hand of appreciation to our beloved true mother. So, a very great start to our day is to show our appreciation and gratitude towards Heavenly Parents and true parents and to all the things we are grateful for. So, to share her 10 points of gratitude, let us welcome our sister Kyla Mandal.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. So for my 10 points of gratitude is first for true parents, for their love and hardships and sacrifices. For heavenly parents, love for humanity, despite of all the failures from the past. For waking us up today and hear our true parents' words. And for the leaders, members, effort, hard work for the providence. For my parents, family, and friends, for the opportunities and privileges given to me, to all of us, for giving me the opportunity, for all the mission that helped me understand true parents' heart, for all the people that Heavenly Parents guided us to be with us, and for this opportunity to be able to change our path and our descendants. And I'm very much thankful for today. So that's my 10 points of gratitude. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kyla, for your 10 points of gratitude. So this time, let's listen to an offering song from our cutie songbirds of Bicol, singing the song entitled Loyal, Brave, and True. Let's see.
Wars is it freedom over my shoulder? Eyes it a clear view. All for my family, reason I'm breathing, everything to lose. Should I ask myself in the water what I would do? Tell me underneath my armor, am I loyal, brave, and true? Am I loyal, brave, and true? Losing is easy, winning takes bravery. I am a tiger's fool. Out in the open, no one to save me. Kindest of whispers are cool. Should I ask myself in the water what a warrior would do? Tell me underneath my armor, am I loyal, brave, and true? Am I loyal, brave, and true? Cold is the morning, warm is the dream, chasing the answers till I can sleep. Will I be stronger or will I
Wow, thank you so much, Sister Eunice, Krishna, Kathleen, for sharing your beautiful voices. Truly, let's become loyal, brave, and true children of Heavenly Parents and true parents. Let's give them, once again, let's give them a hand. So, moving on to give us today's inspiration and internal guidance. Let's all welcome our hardworking national leader, Reverend Dr. Leo Angelo T. Halog. Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you very much, our sister Humi. I would like to first greet our Heavenly Parents and true parents. Good morning, our Heavenly Parents and true parents. To all our beloved leaders and Chango families, and thus families and brothers and sisters, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Good morning once again to our and welcome to our National Morning Devotion. Thank you for joining once again, and thank you for all your support for our great success with our beloved True Mother in the World Summit. Yeah, so we are really grateful to our beloved True Mother for all her sacrifices and really bringing this great miracle. So I'm sure we are very, very inspired this time, and also we are really looking forward to do more and really contribute more, especially in this very important time in the Providence. Yeah, so today I will going to continue my topic. And so for I think a few days we couldn't have the morning devotion. We focus with the activities centering on our beloved True Mother. It's really amazing to see the great foundation and really very high level people actually participated in our events. And I was watching with one of our ambassador for peace in our headquarters, and then she was very, very inspired and really thinking of many plans already. And then she was really amazed with the level of our event. Even UN cannot do these events, and also she was really moved with the message of our beloved True Mother during the main event, the 1 Million Rally of Hope. That's February 13. So really, we have a great foundation also in our country this time. So based on this, we can move forward. Mother mentioned the other day to continue to encourage our VIPs. Really, they need to know our Heavenly Parent. And then especially also this time, election is coming in our country. So we need to really prepare also, because this is very crucial in our country. This time, our vision is 2027, Vision 2027. So whoever will going to be chosen by Heavenly Parent also in this nation, we have to work together and really offer our nation to our Heavenly Parent by 2027. So also very crucial time. So we need to continue to pray and really unite together, centering on our beloved True Mother, and really God's expectation also from our nation will be accomplished. So yeah, today I'm going to continue with the topic from True Mother's anthology from chapter 5, the responsibility of blessed couples in the era of Channel Group, the role of women. Let us study together. So True Mother said, we must establish the kingdom of heaven on earth. Now is the time to restore humanity to Heavenly Parent and realize one human family under God. You should end all indemnity during your lifetimes. Only then can there be hope for our second generation. Please do not sit back when things become difficult. We must settle everything within our lifetimes. We must establish the kingdom of heaven on earth. You have received so much love and blessing from our Heavenly Parent. You are greatly indebted to Him. Now you should fulfill your responsibilities as His mature children. So yeah, Mother mentioned that this is really the time. We are already living in this time where really God's dream can be realized. So it's just now up to us. So when we talk about miracle, we could see amazing miracles, right? During the World Summit. It seems like impossible actually to do that event, but because of our True Mother, and then we all united with our beloved True Mother, so we could hear from the report, right? So really, the time has come. So Mother is telling us today that you should fulfill your responsibilities as His mature children. So we have to establish the kingdom of heaven on earth. So this is really now the time to restore humanity, Mother said, to Heavenly Parent, and really realize one human family under God. So Mother is saying that when difficulties comes, we cannot just sit back when like what happened. So we could listen from the reports, a lot of challenges actually and difficulties, but because of the dedication and effort, especially of our beloved True Mother and all our leaders in IHQ, especially Dr. Yun, also carrying out all these things, all the directions of our beloved True Mother. Absolutely, right? So what happened? So we could really bring victory and really great miracle. So the same is true in our own lives, in our family, in our tribe this time. The more you advance forward, actually the more difficulties will surely come, right? Until we can really settle down and really establish kingdom of heaven. So Mother is telling us today that when difficulties comes, do not sit back, Mother said, but we must settle, everything in our lifetime. We have to overcome any difficulties, right? Mother said that we have to end all indemnity during our lifetime. Only then can there be hope for our second generation, for the next generations to come. So especially us, the first generation, really, as we are now living in a different era, right? So we have to end all the indemnity, Mother said, in our lifetime. So only then there can be hope to our second generation, to the next generation. Jew. So that's why really we are given this once in a lifetime opportunity. We have to complete everything and really realize Heavenly Parents' dream. So Mother is telling us today that we have to fulfill our responsibilities as His mature children. So this is really the hope of our Heavenly Parent and our true parents. True Mother said, we need to advance towards firm settlement of Channel Group. So we need to advance not only toward the establishment of Channel Group, but also toward its firm settlement. The Chinese character An in Anchak, firm settlement, is composed of the character of a woman within the character of a house or the top part of a Korean traditional hat for men. Hence, the character An is one that means comfort, peacefulness, or calm. In the world, when a large house is built, who is the owner of the house? It is the man or the woman. Yeah, so Mother is explaining here, we can continue. Mother is saying that, not only to establish Channel Group, but we need to advance toward its firm settlement. Right, so already Channel Group was, has started in 2013. Mother have declared already the beginning of Channel Group. And then in 2020, through Mother declared the firm settlement of Channel Group, the opening of the firm settlement of Channel Group. So we have to really completely settle and really complete everything. So Mother is explaining here the Chinese character An. So that's why Channel Group Anchak, when we do the Ogmanse before is different, and then after 2020 we are now like shouting like Channel Group like Anchak, like that firm settlement. So this is what we are shouting for. So True Mother now is explaining this character, that the An in Anchak is composed of character of a woman. So Mother is explaining really, the importance of woman, especially in this era. So based on this, also mother is explaining, and then mother is asking here that in a world when a large house is built, who is the owner of the house? Is it the man or a woman? So let's continue what mother said here. So the woman's role is important. In Korea, we call the husband bakat yangban, or literally the outside nobleman. And we call the wife anbang manim, literally the woman of the main room. So in a traditional Korean house, which is divided into a number of sections, the husband is only in charge of the men's quarters, which is one of the outer sections of the house. What this means is that in the context of providential history, the woman's role is important. So in the context of the house, mother is saying here that, you know, they call the husband bakat yangban, or it means the outside nobleman. And then the wife is being called anbang manim, or literally the woman of the main room. So mother is explaining here in a Korean traditional house, which is divided in many numbers of sections. So the husband is only in charge of one section, only the men's quarter. Only one section, the outer section of the house. That is only like the there's the part which is in charge for the men. But the woman, mother said here that, like, you know, the entire, you know, section, the bigger part, that is like the responsibility of the woman, that is like assigned to the woman. So mother is saying here that this means that in the context of providential history, the woman's role is important. So really, how big and how important the role of the woman is, the mother. That's why many times we are saying, even, you know, for those who has their family, when the mother is not there, actually, like, really, we cannot feel the completeness, right, within the family when the woman or the mother is not there. So really, like, the mother is holding the biggest part, actually, to complete the family, right? So also in the house, the man is like, you know, naturally the man is the ones who really make the structure, and then to put the content, or, you know, everything inside. This is the role of the woman. The same is true in the providence. So, you know, through father have worked very hard and really laid all the foundations needed. But now through mother, after through father, pass on to the spiritual world, right? So now also through mother, more soft and, you know, touching everyone's heart more and more, bringing all people together. So the role of the woman is truly, truly very important, right? So mother is explaining today. And then as we know that also this year is really the year of the woman, right? Especially the only begotten daughter. So this is really the time, especially for our mothers here, the women who are also really taking the leadership roles, right? So we have to really thank them, our mothers, our elder sisters who are really working very hard until this very time. And we need to thank actually our wife, our mothers who are really, you know, taking and playing a very, very important role, not only in our families, but also this time in the providence, right? So mothers explaining that the woman's role is actually very, very important. Mother said, you must take initiative on the front line in embracing all humanity in true love. You must take the initiative on the front line in embracing all humanity in true love. While I was preparing for the holy wedding with True Father, I made the determination to end this tiresome providence of restoration through indemnity. However, it doesn't work with only a man. I also had to go with him all the way to the end. I had to fulfill my responsibility. You clearly understand indemnity conditions through the divine principle. I had to set up all the indemnity conditions by myself. That is the difference between you and me. So mother is telling us that, especially to the woman, to take initiative on the front line, embracing all humanity in true love. Yesterday during the Unsealed service, Sir Julius explained, as what mother said, we need to become magnets, right? Magnets for true parents. But really, the magnetic field that we call is actually, it is true love. Without love, how can we, magnetize people, right? So mother is saying here that we need to take initiative on the front line, embracing all humanity with true love. Whatever we are doing, without love, we cannot really see result. Actually, so whatever we are doing, it should be centered on true love, right? When we are witnessing whatever we are doing in our Tribal Messiah mission, our HTM mission, so all people are longing for love. That's why the world is like this, right? Because of the absence of true love. That's why whatever we are doing now, sometimes we just focus with the external aspect of the activity of what we are doing. But actually, the most important there is, the most important ingredient is true love. Once people feel love, then very easy to magnet them, right? To what? Let them, come and join us, work together with us. So centering on love. So mother is telling us, really, it's not easy. It's easy actually to, to say these things, but to really practice in our daily life, we know it's not easy, right? It's not easy, but it is possible, right? That's why if we can really be able to live such a life, even our own community also will become really a community of true love, then it will be easier to expand and multiply, right? Mother is explaining here her experience. So while I was preparing for the holy wedding with true father, I made the determination to end this tiresome providence of restoration through indemnity. However, it doesn't work with only a man. So I also had to go with him all the way to the end. I had to fulfill my responsibility. That's why actually our mission, sometimes, mostly, maybe especially also in the past, like mostly is the man is more doing the frontline mission, right? But mother is saying here it doesn't work with only a man. That's why true mother determined, when she married true father, when she was 17 years old, she made the determination to end the tiresome providence of restoration through indemnity. And mother made it, right, until the very end, until this time. So mother is saying that, I had to set up all the indemnity conditions by myself. That is the difference between you and me. Before, we don't know much about true mother's life, only true father's life. We really do not know exactly, what true mother have gone through. But when we started to learn true mother's life, and then especially also true mother's autobiography came, and then we started to really understand and know how much also true mother have sacrificed so much, like true father, and how much true mother really also, paid all the indemnity necessary, right? So we really learn, and then so true mother as our model, especially for the women, for the wives, right? For the mothers, true mother have really worked side by side, together, hand in hand with our beloved true father. Without true mother, all these things cannot be accomplished, right? Even while true father is here. So true mother is really, completely one with our beloved true father. So mother have paid all the necessary indemnity, right? And really did her best, embracing all humanity, centering on true love. So that's why true mother today is also, encouraging us, telling us to take initiative and go to the front line and embrace all humanity in true love. So this is the only way, right, to really bring about God's cherished hope and desire of building one family under Heavenly Parent. True mother said, in a world of goodness, everyone would always know what God was thinking. I think this is very important. Mother said, I also had many critical moments. However, I was single-hearted in my devotion to liberate God. That is why I am confident in front of humanity as the true parents. You in particular must become one with me. We must become one. In a world of goodness, without any trace of the fall, everyone would always know what God was thinking. Even if I don't say anything, you should be able to think what is true mother thinking of. I'll do this for her in that way. Wouldn't it be better for you to do something out of your own initiative than doing so under orders? So I think this is truly very important. You know, how to really become one when True Mother is asking us to become one with her, right? Not only that, you know, we do things as, you know, what we receive, but how can we really understand what is Mother's thinking? What is Heavenly Parents thinking? Mother is saying here, if, you know, if there's no fall, and then really we realize the world of goodness, naturally human beings will know what is God thinking. It becomes natural for us, right? So once Adam and Eve, you know, reach perfection and really fulfill their responsibility, and then until they become perfect, they become completely one with Heavenly Parent, meaning whatever Heavenly Parent is thinking, or even whatever Heavenly Parents is, you know, feeling, Adam and Eve exactly, you know and understand. That is the world of goodness that we are really creating. That is the kingdom of heaven. Naturally, the pain of our Heavenly Parent, the pain of our parents is our pain. The happiness of our Heavenly Parent is our happiness, right? So that is the kingdom of heaven. So whatever Heavenly Parent is thinking, also we know immediately. So like what God wanted, immediately we will going to do it. That is the kingdom of heaven. That is the world we are, sacrificing to create. This is what True Mother is really doing, investing everything to create this kind of world. Aju, Mother is saying here, even if I don't say anything, you should be able to think, what is True Mother thinking? Mother is saying here, wouldn't it be better for you to do something out of your own initiative than doing so under orders? So it's better, right? Mother is saying to do things, you know, naturally. This is what Mother wants. This is what True Parents want. This is what Heavenly Parents want. So immediately we are doing things in accordance to their desire, right? But because of our fallen nature, even though actually we are blessed already, you know, that's why sometimes we have different ideas, you know, but we have to really think, what is God's idea? What is God's, thinking based on our many situations, especially now, a lot of situations happening, right? A lot of situations happening. So what is really the idea of Heavenly Parent? What is really God's idea? But because of still, you know, a lot of fallen natures we need to overcome within ourselves. Sometimes what is becoming the subject is still our own idea, right? This is really what God wanted. This is really what True Parents wanted, because it's still, you know, we are far from knowing and understanding what really God wants, what really True Parents wants, what is in their mind. That's why we have to put more effort, right? And really try to understand, you know, centering on True Mother's guidance every day, right? So how can we move closer to True Parents' standard and really knowing and understanding their heart and their mind, right? So that we naturally will going to do whatever Heavenly Parent and True Parents wanted. Aju? Wow, so this is really the world that we are creating together with our beloved True Parents, our True Mother now. This world of goodness where everyone can have the same mind and the same heart, right? So we can celebrate together. The joy and happiness of someone is our happiness, right? Also God's happiness, right? So that's why our pain is God's pain. God's pain is our pain. So no one will going to do something that can bring pain and sadness to our Heavenly Parent once we reach this level. Aju? That's why this is the world that Heavenly Parent desire and True Parents wish. That's why this is now the time that this world can be realized, the world of goodness, right? Where we can have one mind and one heart with our Heavenly Parent and our beloved True Parents. Mother said, it is only in a crisis that one can truly be said to be a filial child or a loyal patriot. You all know that this is indeed the last days, don't you? In the last days, where can we find trust? The world has become a place where people do not trust one another. Parents cannot trust their children and vice versa. Do you now stand in the position of loyal patriots or filial sons and daughters to parents? It is only in a crisis that one can truly be said to be a filial child or a loyal patriot. You know, I realize this time, a lot of challenges and difficulties, this is actually a great opportunity to become filial son, filial daughter, to become a filial child or a loyal patriot. So we cannot say I am a filial child or I am a filial daughter, filial son in times of comfort, in times that, you know, of we are, everything is well, everything is okay. Mother is saying here that it is only in a crisis that one can truly be said to be a filial child or a loyal patriot. In times of chaos, what is our character? What is our attitude? This is the most important. When time of chaos comes, that very easy to blame one another, very easy to, you know, to accuse one another. This is the time where a true child or a true filial child or a loyal patriot can come out. In this time of, you know, really, you know, things are really not well. This is now the time. So when we are, you know, as we are living in this time, because also of the pandemic, many situations, this is actually a great opportunity for each one of us to really show how filial we are. You know, sometimes we are thinking very difficult, my responsibility this time. Sometimes we are thinking of, you know, maybe, you know, leaving our responsibility, you know, many situations like that. But, you know, yesterday, I remember Sir Julius was saying, when God trusted us, even sometimes we are thinking, maybe this is not for me. This is, you know, I cannot do this. But, you know, it's Heavenly Parent who qualify. Not anyone, not any person qualifies you. Once you are given responsibility, it is Heavenly Parent knows your capacity, knows who you are. And then that He knows that you can make it, you can do it. Right? So in times of challenges and difficulties, that's the time that your true heart will come out also. That's the time that a true filial child will come out. A true patriot will come out in times of difficulties, in times of challenges. That's why instead of sometimes, you know, we complain, why so difficult situation now? Until when? No, many mistrust, you know, we don't trust each other. We started to, you know, doubt and accuse or these things. Actually, this is great opportunity to show that we are truly filial son, filial daughter, a loyal patriot that will never waver despite the difficulties and challenges. Aju, that's why when we talk about becoming filial child, becoming filial son, becoming filial daughter, we cannot see someone filial in times of comfort. Only filial son, filial daughter will emerge in times of difficulties. Who will not going to betray? Who will not going to keep his promise? Who will not going to keep, you know, his loyalty despite the chaos, right? Despite the difficult situation. That's why Mother is saying. That's why when we are now in, you know, in these challenging situations and difficult situations, this is actually a great opportunity to show that we are truly filial sons and daughters. Never abandon your mission, but the more you have to work harder, right? That's why I remember also Father's guidance, you know, in times of difficulties. Two things Father said for you to be able to continue. Always keep a heart of repentance and a heart of gratitude. Father said, when you keep these two, at least even one of these, you will be able to continue, even how challenging, how difficult the situation is. Once you keep the heart of repentance and the heart of gratitude, you will going to overcome any situation. This is what Father said. I always remember this, you know, words of Father, because really times is, you know, challenging, right? But once you keep this kind of heart, you know, always you can overcome, always you can continue. So Mother said that's why in the time of crisis, in the times of difficulties, this is the time that a true filial son or filial daughter can emerge. Aju, Aju. Mother said, if you know His wish is, you need to translate it into action. So who is truly a child of filial piety in this era? If you're a true filial child or a true loyal patriot, you will know what our Heavenly Father wishes. So if you know what His wish is, you need to translate it into action. This happens once in all of history. this unprecedented and astonishing overturning of heaven and earth. As we usher in these times, we need to ask ourselves who the filial children and the loyal patriots really are. Heaven has already given you an opportunity and explained what you need to do. You need to practice absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience. So Mother is saying, if we really know the wish of our Heavenly Parent, the wish of true parents, right? We have to translate it into action. So what is really the wish of our Heavenly Parent, right? To see, this world as one family, right? Attending and honoring our Heavenly Parents. So how can we make this into reality? So, in the Philippines also, because of this event, we could see that we need to do more, work more with the government, with our VIPs. Really great opportunity this time through the World Summit. And then our VIPs, key VIPs also now, they were really amazed. So I could see now really great hope also to reach out. That's why also this time, the election in our country, really, this is really very important. We really need to pray a lot about this one. Whoever will going to win, right? So actually, we don't need to, sometimes I could see a lot of mga misunderstanding, especially in social media. I think we need to avoid this. All our leaders, all brothers and sisters, we need to avoid, even just, please keep your idea, whoever this time, whoever what you wanted to become, please pray. Let's pray about this one. No need to make conflict among each other. But the more we need to unite and really pray, right? Really, God is working. Heavenly Parent is working. The entire spiritual world is working. This time is very, very crucial. That's really true. That's why it's not only in our hands, actually. We know, but we need to do our responsibility. That's the thing there. We need to do our responsibility. And then the spiritual world is really working. So let's really pray about it. Who will be? I'm sure that someone who will become the president or who will going to lead this nation will be someone who will going to work with us and really bring this nation to Heavenly Parent. Aju? That's why this is the desire of Heavenly Parent. This is the desire of true parents. So let's really work together. Let's unite as one. And later on, together with the government, we will be working together more and more closely. Right? Whoever will be the ones should invite later True Mother to come to our country. Our VIP, Ma'am Annie, was telling me, actually, we need to do our best to welcome True Mother here in our country. Now VIP now is saying, our ambassadors for peace now are saying these words that are before only coming from us. So the only way for True Mother to come to our country, head of state needs to invite True Mother. The president should invite True Mother to come here. Mother said, I'm ready to go anywhere when I'm invited, right? So after this pandemic, that's why whoever will be the president of this country, we need to work together with the president, and then through him or her, need to invite True Mother here in our country, so that this nation will surely be really blessed. All Filipino people, Aju, that's why this is really very important time. So please, let's avoid, I really encourage all brothers and sisters to avoid, in social media, because now all people now are focused in social media. If they see people in one group are, even making many situations, it's not good. Actually, for everyone, it's not good for Heavenly Parents, not good for true parents. That's why let's avoid, things in social media that can, bring dishonor to our Heavenly Parent, to our true parents. Aju, I think this is a good reminder for everyone of us. So we have to do our best to really translate Heavenly Parents' expectation, right, into reality. So everything is given to us. Mother said, heaven has already given you an opportunity and explained what you need to do. You need to practice absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience. Aju? So Mother said, all of you are still in the process of growing. So this is the final slide. Mother said, you should never think about yourselves. You need to be humble. You should not think that you have been victorious alone. There's always more to be learned from the people around you. No one is a success in front of God and heaven. There are no sons or daughters who have been successful in the eyes of the true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. All of you are still in the process of growing. True Father said that Korea is God's homeland. If you work with me with absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience, I hope that we will be able to dedicate this country to God in the year we celebrate Father's 100th birthday. So, actually, Mother's really wish is to really dedicate Korea, right? To really become really God's homeland during True Father's 100th birthday last 2020. But now, still a lot of things we need to do and accomplish. So True Mother now is determined that this year, 2022, that's why together with all of us, bringing all nations, all leaders of the world, right? Our event, I really feel that the world is shaken through our event, actually. And especially, I'm thinking about South Korea. Actually, President Moon Jae-in should be there and, really attending our True Mother, but, many situations still. But, through our event, our World Summit, it was truly astonishing, truly amazing, right? So I really feel that the entire world is really shaken, especially South Korea. This time that it was shown in all news agency. Can you imagine these things? Really, and then Prime Minister Hun Sen came. He came actually not to really meet. That is not the primary purpose meeting President Moon Jae-in, but because he came for World Summit. That's why secondarily he met with President Moon Jae-in. But his primary purpose is attending World Summit. Can you imagine that? He neglected actually the invitation of President Biden as the head of ASEAN, right? And then he was also invited to go to Olympics, Winter Olympics in Beijing. But what he prioritized is coming to our event. Our True Mother really determined, right? Despite all the situations, actually, even if he will not come, our event will continue. But he chose to come. It's really great miracle, really amazing. So the world was shaken because of this event that we have, right? So True Mother this year wanted to really bring about the realization of the Heavenly Unified Korea this year, as we are also preparing, for the inauguration or launching of the Chonmungung or the Tongil Sanctum, right? So especially the Heavenly Parents, inauguration through that Tongil Sanctum, the place for Heavenly Parent. So really, our True Mother really is working very hard. So Mother is saying that all of us are still in the process of growing. So we should never think about ourselves. Mother is reminding us today we need to be always humble, right? You should not think that you have been victorious alone. Mother is saying that there is always many things to learn from other people around us, right? So no one is a success in front of God and heaven. So there are no sons or daughters who have been successful in the eyes of the true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. So actually no one among us is still successful. Mother is saying that we are still, in the process of growing. We are still in the process of growing. Even though we have somehow, did something, but still, we are still in the process of growing, Mother said. That's why if we work with True Mother, with absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience, so we can be able to fulfill Heavenly Parents' wish. We can fulfill this, promise of our beloved True Mother, right? So that's why to really bring about, especially this year, the unification of Korean Peninsula. So with our absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience, and really in complete unity with our beloved True Mother, in mind and in heart, trying our best every day, then we can really bring about, together with True Mother, the establishment of Heavenly Unified Korea, and then establishment of Heavenly Unified World. That's why we cannot boast of whatever we have accomplished. We need to be always humble, Mother said. Never think of ourselves. No one is actually successful, Mother said, in front of God and true parents. So still we are on the process of growth. So let's continue with the proper attitude and proper heart, so that we can really, one day become really filial sons and daughters of our Heavenly Parent and true parents. Aju. So once again, True Mother have reminded us, especially the role of women, the role of mothers, especially in this era, in this time, with our beloved True Mother. Aju. So once again, let us offer our gratitude to our Heavenly Parents and true parents. Thank you very much, Heavenly Parents and true parents. Thank you very much. Beloved brothers and sisters, may Heavenly Parents have blessings be always upon you and your families. Let's have a great day today. Thank you very much po.
Thank you so much, Heavenly Parents and True Parents, for the love and inspiration. And thank you so much, Reverend Dr. Leo Angelo Halog, for continuously reminding us with our portion of responsibilities through this morning devotion. Even in the Philippines, the saying that a mother is the source of light in the family, truly the woman or the mother has a great responsibility and importance in the family and the providence. That's why we need to support our beloved true mother and become true filial sons and daughters of God. Adieu. So once again, let's give our national leader a virtual applause. To proceed, let's hear some reflections from our brothers and sisters. Before I call our chosen reflectors, is there anyone who wants to volunteer to share their reflections? Okay. Let's welcome our brother, Francis Lawrence from NLTP, to give his reflection. Let's welcome.
Good morning, Heavenly Parents and those two parents of heaven, earth, and mankind. Good morning po to our national leader, Sir Leo Angelo, and to all the leaders who is in the Zoom morning Hunduke and all the blessed families and brothers and sisters all over the Philippines. By the way, thank you so much for this opportunity that I was called to have this kind of reflection. Actually, I raise and I volunteer myself to reflect because every time actually listening the Hunduke and the guidance of our national leader and even other brothers and sisters reflection, I am very grateful and thankful that I am reminded. And actually, I want to reflect always, but I cannot do that. But this time, I cannot control to reflect myself because for this kind of guidance of our national leader, I'm reflecting so much, especially about this filial piety heart. Even before when I studied there in IPLC, always and every time I go in the front line, my captains, my commanders, always remind me about filial piety heart. And my heart, every time I hear this one, I always ask myself how I could become a filial son to heavenly parents and true parents. That's why in every mission and even training before, I always remind myself how I could love true parents, how I could really show to heavenly parents and true parents that I'm worthy son. So that's why for this filial piety word or this kind of determination, I always emphasize and remind myself that I need to do more. I really want to overcome many things in my life of faith, the challenges, the difficulties, especially when that time that I experience a lot of negativities. Some of the negativities that I accumulate in outside, especially if I'm in the front line, people that really persecuting me, rejecting me, they are thinking negative to me. And even here, my brothers and sisters, when that time that I am the team, so many challenges actually. So, but one thing that our national leader also emphasized that I want to reflect is about to avoid conflict, especially when this about the social media. Actually, I want to reflect also because I experienced that one. When that time that I'm struggling so much and I have a lot of difficulties and problems, struggle, financial problem, family problem, internal, external, and I don't have somebody to talk during that time. I'm just alone. I feel like the world really neglected already. The brothers and sisters, I cannot talk. My leader, I cannot talk to my leader. It's look like I don't have anyone to talk. That's why I put that I post in the Facebook, and I put something there like that. But I am regretting so much, and I feel sorry to Heavenly Parents, because I think that one is a fallen nature. According to our national leader guidance, let it be. Like, it's everything will become normal in the proper way. In the right time, everything, all the problem will be solved. It's like emphasizing about our national leader, emphasizing to his guidance that Heavenly Parents and true parents, that every time that we are really, every time I'm aligning myself to Heavenly Parents and true parents, everything will be fine as long as I have that kind of heart. So that's why even before, I remember also the Incheon Songyong, that I read there about the topic that what we need to do about filial piety also. Actually, I note that one. According to that reading that I read before, you must become true sons and daughters of filial piety who attend them from miserable situation rather than trying to attend them from a glorious position. It's all about true parents. And I reflect about this, that in order for me to become filial son, I need to attend heavenly parents and true parents in the sorrowful situation, in the difficult situation, not just because in the happiness, and just because now this time true parents lay foundation already, everything is good already, very amazing, and I need to attend heavenly parents. I think in the sorrowful situation, in the difficult situation, God, heavenly parents, and true parents need me. So that's why that also my determination when I go there in the front line. Every time, even now, when I become a leader already, so I have my member. Every time I have my difficulty, my member a lot of complaints. Sometimes my member, they're really, they're really become demanding. Something like they want to ask something like this, but they didn't do yet. The responsibility, and a lot of difficulties that sometimes they have difficulties also. This is my responsibility, and I need to really push myself to, if I give up, who will take care of my member? Who will take care of the brothers and sisters? So that's why every time I saw our higher leader, that they're really continuing to guide the movement here in the Philippines, Sir Julius, Sir Ronnie Sutusta, and our national leader, our regional leader, our blessed family who is in the mission, their husband and wife, blessed family is still there in the mission. Actually, is really giving me so much inspiration to do more and to continue more. And sometimes I didn't notice, I cry already. This kind of heart. I think every time we have trouble, every time I have my trouble, I need to really reflect. I need to really evaluate myself again. I need to understand more and ask myself if my mind, my heart is still connected to heavenly parents and true parents, especially to my central figure, because I realize this filial piety, absolute faith, love, and obedience I will realize that one if I'm always absolute. I have absolute faith, love, and obedience to my central figure. So I cannot love heavenly parents and true parents if I didn't love my central figure. Because through my central figure, if I love my central figure, if I love my wife, my partner, I will really practice that kind of love, that kind of filial heart to heavenly parents and true parents. That's why through this Hunduke, thank you so much to our national leader who continue always to remind us and to continue to inspire brothers and sisters for our responsibility. So to me, it's really big impact again that I need to reflect that no matter what challenge and difficulties, every time I am struggle or I have my difficulties, I need to go back to basic. I need to evaluate and check my motivation, my purpose, why I become blessed family, why I pursue to be much, to receive blessing, to heavenly parents and true parents. So more determination, more suffering, difficulties that I need to expect that it will be happen, because the more I want to be near to God, the more I pay indemnity. So the more I pay indemnity, it's acceptable that I need to really suffer, because I don't know, my previous ancestors really have a lot of sin that they committed. So I need to expect that one. So the more persecution, the more rejection, the more I determine myself. So this is how I also understand why I need to be trained in the front line to be rejected and persecuted. Because once I become leader, I understand that if I pursue to become leader, of course, it's given that many persecution and even many struggle will come more. So, but that one is my growing. So that's why thank you so much to our heavenly parents and true parents, to our leaders who be always giving guidance to everyone. Let's continue more, and I will do more also to heavenly parents and true parents. Thank you so much, and God bless to everyone, and have a good day and blessed day to everyone. Thank you so much po.
Thank you so much, Brother Francis Lawrence Nolasco from NLTP, for sharing your wonderful realization and determination on your mission. So for next reflector, let's invite one of our second generation from Albay, our brother Phil Estolonio.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, leaders, brothers, and sisters. For my reflection, forgiving your enemy, one of the most difficult things to do, and it doesn't happen overnight. But by forgiving someone, we are not helping others, but by forgiving someone, we are helping ourselves. Forgiveness is for our own growth and happiness. When we hold on to hurt, pain, resentment, and anger, it harms us far more than it harms the offender or those who hurt us. Forgiveness frees us to live in the present. You get relief from forgiving someone, and this makes you feel more alive. Just like what God does, He always forgives and loves, and keep in mind that God is never going to give you up, and He's never going to let you down, never going to run around and desert you. He will never make you cry, and He will never say goodbye. Basically, the reading and the message's main point is about forgiving and true love. Let us start by showing compassion to those who are around us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Brother Phil, for that wonderful reflection. Yeah, thank you so much. Then next, for our last but not the least, let's welcome our recently awarded outstanding teacher, Ate Joanne Tampio.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Am I heard clearly?
Yes po.
Okay, thank you. I would like to greet, of course, our national leader, Reverend Dr. Leo Halog, and of course, our brothers and sisters here joining us on the Zoom, also on Facebook. This should be hosted by blessed children here in our region. I am not a blessed child. I am a Jacob's child. I was born really as a unificationist. And so it's a privilege to be both, right? A first generation Jacob's child, and was raised like a blessed child. I was really raised like a blessed child. I would like to highlight the words from true parents. It is only in a crisis that one can truly be said to be a filial child or a loyal patriot. We have not been full-time. My brothers and I, we have not been full-time. We were educated by attending national and regional seminars. Spiritually, I grew up listening to Tito Julius Malikdem and Tito Joseph Nabalta. Also, I look up to Engineer Joe and Angel Lorenzana. They're here on the Zoom. Hello, sir. Our parent, the Chunbo couple, 2021 Honorable Virgilio and Marlene Tambio, has engraved in our mind since we were a kid that we must serve the country, show great work ethics, build integrity, and it has always been my father's prayer that my younger brothers and I could be in high position someday so that we can serve more and help the unification movement. We, my brothers and I, have studied further in our graduate school. Just last July 2020, I graduated as a PhD student at 30 years old, one of the youngest in my batch. I realized I have to study well since many of our missionaries like Tita Faith Batino, Tita May Sato, were not able to. I know they would really want to study, but then they chose to be in the front line serving our true parents. I told myself that I have to study well and work well. And that's why I won the scholarship from the United States government. And I'm the first unificationist to become part of the prestigious Fulbright alumna. I received an allowance, $40 each day. And I saved those allowance so that I can help my parents to complete our liberation and blessing of our ancestors. It was not enough. My savings was not enough. My younger brothers also contributed so that we can complete the vertical restoration of our ancestors. And so many collaterals. Now I can finally say that I am divinely guided, divinely protected, and unconditionally loved. I can pray for the 8 generations of my ancestors to always be on my side, to always be like guiding every of my step. My parents and I have been working on and mobilizing, doing blessing activities since April 2020 until December 2020. We have blessed more than 900 families from the indigenous people, the Agta Tabangton tribe specifically here in our area. As we work on my parents' Chunbo, I was not able to focus on my work. Yes, many were asking, where are you? Many of my colleagues were asking, where are you? What happened? I told them, well, I'm focused on my PhD, but actually I was focused on, doing a lot of blessing activities, working on that. But then I realized if you make God and true parents happy, they will reward you in many ways that you can imagine, that you have imagined. So just last February 15, I received this award, the Outstanding Teacher Award from the Department of Education, Province of Camarines Sur. Also, my mom received her award as a school head, although she was not able to win the plaque, but she was a finalist. And that's really like an offering to true parents and to Heavenly Parent. And I hope that we can offer more so that we can make our true parents happy in our unique way. As you all know, we are not full-time members, but we strive so hard to give back to our true parents for the many blessing every day that they are pouring to us. So thank you so much for listening to me and giving me the privilege to express my words. Thank you so much, Bob.
Thank you so much po, Ate Joan, for that inspiring message. And also congratulations po. So once again, let's give our reflectors a round of applause. So before we have our closing prayer, are there any news and announcements from HQ?
Good morning to all our leaders, brothers, and sisters. Here are the news and announcements. The Chonbo Leader School class with Professor Gil, Session 5, will take place on February 19, 2022 at 8 p.m. Manila time. For the link and other queries, kindly contact Ms. Crystal Parason. Next, we will have the National Sunday School for 3 years old to junior high school students on February 20, 2022 at 9 a.m. via Zoom. For additional details, please contact Mrs. Kaya Halog at 9149. And this coming February 26 and 27, 2022, the Yojong Chonbo Heaven and Earth Training Center will host the first Chonbo Great Works. We encourage all members to participate. For registration, please email at hjcbfields@gmail.com or ask your local regional leader for the registration link. The deadline for registration is February 22, 2022. Next, the 2022 Heavenly Calendar is now available. To order, please contact your local regional leader. We would like also to remind all blessed families and members about the Unification Fund for a Heavenly Unified Korea. For the donation amount for blessed families per family or individual, even for single adults, at least $20, and for Peace Associates, including our HTM members, at least $20. We accept donations until tomorrow, February 18, 2022. For those who can donate $1,000 to the Unification Fund, a Heavenly Unified 14-karat gold medallion will be presented as a commemorative gift. You can send your precious donation to our BPI dollar account and PNB peso account. The special donation for the event celebrating True Parents' birthday and the 9th anniversary of Foundation Day is extended until end of February. For the donation amount, for blessed families at least $25 and for single adults at least $10. You can send your donation to our BPI dollar account and PNB peso account. Please send your transaction receipt to our accounting staff, Mr. Sandy Ibo, through his messenger. That would be all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Atiyev, for reminding and for the updates. So to formally end our morning devotion, may I request Sister Ayaka Takuno for the closing prayer.
Okay, brothers and sisters, please join me in my prayer. Sarangasyon ng hanupon sinungasyon sa Jane Champumanin. Most beloved Heavenly Parent and victorious Parents of heaven, earth, and all humankind. We thank you so much, Heavenly Parent, for this wonderful day that you have given to us as we are gathered here together as one family, together with our brothers and sisters here in the Philippines. We thank you, Heavenly Parent, for today's message as we are reminded of our responsibilities and how much True Mother is really working hard and sacrificing a lot for us. As your sons and daughters, we pray that we can be able to unite with True Mother and become filial children, Heavenly Parent, who can give joy and happiness to you. As we are now facing a lot of difficulties, we pray that we can be able to use this time to strengthen our relationship with our Heavenly Parent and really practice their teaching, Heavenly Parent, in our daily lives. We pray that we can truly understand your heart and understand Heavenly Parent's dream and our true parents' dream, Heavenly Parents. I pray that we can really overcome our fallen nature, all our limitations, and be able to push ourselves every day to strive more and really do our best in our areas and to become your champions, Heavenly Parent, who can bring victory to you. Thank you so much for always giving us a lot of inspiration. And I'm really thankful, Heavenly Parent, for all our brothers and sisters who have given their reflections for today. And we pray that we can use these realizations in our daily lives and with Heavenly Parent take these challenges and sufferings and turn all of this into blessings, Heavenly Parent. We thank you so much for everything. This I pray and report to you. In my name, I help it upon a single vision of the Blessed Central Family. Aju.
Aju. Let's offer our unison prayer. Aju, aju, aju. Now let's have our closing greetings. So good morning, heavenly parents and true parents. Good morning, our national leader, to our leaders and all our brothers and sisters. Have a great day po. 감사합니다.
Thank you.
Brothers and sisters, thank you so much for this day, with the wonderful message and inspiration.
Good morning, folks. And other
Greetings
for
from Bangyada.
getting awards for excellence in education. Expected. Hi, Joanne.
Yes po.
Blessed morning,
everyone. Mana po sa inyo ni Sir Jo.
I know you'll make it, Joanne. You'll make it anywhere you go.
We're proud of you.
Proud of you both, mother and daughter. And the whole
May.
family. Thank you.
You're getting younger.
The rising sun of
Future Secretary of Education.